Abandon equals to give up, completely abandon the sinking ship. Synonyms: relinquish, forego, forsake. Academic: pertaining to school, theoretical academic interests, an academic discussion, with no practical implications. Synonym: scholastic. Accelerate: to quicken, speed. Tip: took an accelerated course in order to graduate early. Synonym: expedite. Antonym: retard. Adversity: misfortune, calm in the face of adversity. Synonyms: affliction, mischance, reverses. Aggressive: an unprovoked attack. Self-assertive, attacking. Offensive: annoyed people by his aggressive attitude. Synonyms: bumptious, officious, obtrusive. Antonyms: meek, humble, retiring, diffident. Ambiguous: uncertain, vague, capable of being inter in more than one way, puzzled by the ambiguous statement. Synonyms: hazy, obscure, equivocal, dubious, nebulous. Antonyms: explicit, unquestionable. Anonymous: of unknown authorship and anonymous publication. Apprehensive: fearful, being unprepared. John is apprehensive of the examination. Artful: sly, crafty, attained his mean objective by artful measures. Synonyms: cunning, wily, adroit, ingenious, guileful. Antonyms: guileless, ingenuous, artless. Atheist: one who denies that God exists. The atheist declared, there is no God. Synonyms: infidel, agnostic, skeptic. Attribute: a sign attributed his success to barred work. Synonym: ascribe, an inherent quality. Generosity was his outstanding attribute. Authentic: genuine, proved to be an authentic document. Synonyms: veritable, bona fide. Antonyms: apocryphal, counterfeit, spurious, bogus. Banter: good-natured teasing or ridicule. The two wits I exchanged banter, to the amusement of the audience. Synonyms: raillery, chaff. Biased: prejudiced, misled by a biased point of view. Synonyms: bigoted, arbitrary, partial, partisan. Antonyms: disinterested, equitable. Bizarre: queer, unusual in appearance. Bizarre clothes, outlandish in the extreme. Synonyms: odd, fantastic, grotesque, eccentric. Bog: a swamp, sank into the spongy bog. Synonyms: morass, fen, quagmire, mire. Candid: frank, outspoken, impartial. A candid reply that could hardly be more forthright. Synonyms: artless, ingenuous, unbiased. Antonyms: guileful, evasive. Chronic: continuing a long time. Habitual: a chronic complaint, persisting for years. Synonyms: persistent, unremitting, inveterate, incessant, constant. Antonyms: intermittent, sporadic, infrequent. Coalition: alliance, merging of various units into one unit, three parties forming a coalition to rule the country. Synonyms: amalgamation, consolidation, fusion. Collusion: working together secretly for an evil purpose, acted in collusion to overthrow the government. Synonyms: collaboration, conspiracy, conniving, machination. Compatible: harmonious, able, to get along together. Parted company because they were not compatible. Synonyms: congruous, consistent. Antonyms: incongruous, discordant, incompatible. Compensation: payment for services, just compensation for his labor. Synonyms: stipend, remuneration, recompense, emolument. Complacent: self-satisfied, looked on his own performance with a complacent smile. Synonym: smug. Condole: to express sympathy with another in sorrow, pain, or misfortune, condoled with each other in their grief. Synonyms: commiserate, show compassion, solace. Condone: to forgive or overlook. Condone the deed, in view of the offender's age. Synonyms: extenuate, palliate, mitigate, gloss. Consensus: general agreement. The consensus of the committee was that no action should be taken. Synonym: accord. Cosmopolitan: one who is at home in all countries. A cosmopolitan can feel at ease anywhere in the world. Free from local prejudices, a worldwide traveler, cosmopolitan in tastes and attitudes. Synonyms: Catholic. Antonyms: parochial, provincial. Crass, coarse and stupid, displayed crass ignorance. Synonym: gross. Credible, worthy of belief, a credible story, true to life. Antonym: incredible, creditable, deserving or reflecting credit or honor, applauded for his creditable performance. Synonyms: praiseworthy, meritorious, commendable. Antonyms: discreditable, infamous, opprobrious, ignominious. Curt, rudely abrupt, offended by the curt response. Synonyms: blunt, brusque, bluff. Antonyms: affable, civil. Delinquent, an offender, found to be a delinquent by the court. Failing to fulfill an obligation, too many people who are delinquent in meeting their civic duties. Synonym: derelict, demeanor, behavior, bearing, carrying himself with a proud demeanor. Synonyms: deportment, mean. Denunciation, to speak against. Denounced by the press as a traitor. Synonyms: stigmatize, censure, reprehend, castigate. Antonyms: laud, eulogize. Depreciate, to belittle or speak slightingly of, depreciated John's acting ability. Synonyms: disparage, derogate. Antonyms: enhance, magnify, extol, laud, eulogize. Devious, winding, indirect, took a devious, rather than the direct way home. Synonym: circuitous, straying from the right course, used devious means to attain his wicked ends. Devout, devoted to religious observances, devout in his regularity of attendance at worship. Synonyms: pious, religious. Antonym: impious. Dilemma, a situation calling for a choice between two equally difficult alternatives, hence, a difficult or perplexing situation, faced with a dilemma-defying solution. Synonyms: predicament, quandary, plight. Discrete, separate, two discrete issues, totally unrelated. Distraught, mentally distressed. Distracted, distraught by trials and tribulations. Synonym: harassed, diverse, varied, different, two diverse characters, one candid, the other insincere. Synonym: multifarious, divulge, to make public or reveal, refuse to divulge his source of information. Synonyms: disclose, impart. Dynamic, forceful, possessed dynamic energy, tireless and powerful. Synonym: energetic. Antonyms: static, inert, dormant, torpid, sluggish, quiescent. Edify, to instruct or uplift, particularly in morals or religion, a story that edifies the reader, as well as entertains him. Ejaculate, to exclaim or utter suddenly, ejaculated cry of horror. Engender, to cause, produce, or stir up an act that engendered goodwill. Erratic, irresponsible, eccentric, lacking a fixed purpose, erratic behavior, reflecting his queer ideas. Exceptionable, objectionable, exceptionable behavior, universally criticized. Synonyms: questionable, reprehensible, censurable. Antonym: laudable, exemplary, serving as a model, commendable, exemplary conduct approved by all. Synonyms: illustrative, typical, praiseworthy, laudable. Exotic, strange and foreign, an exotic costume imported from Asia. Exploit, to use for one's selfish purpose, refugees exploited by unscrupulous employers. A brilliant deed, lauded for his exploits in science. Synonym: feat, extinct, no longer existing or active, the extinct dinosaur, alive only in history. Synonym: defunct. Antonym: extant. Facade, front or face, especially of a building, a facade of marble. Feasible, workable, a feasible plan, proved practical by previous experience. Antonym: impracticable fetish, something that is believed to have magical powers, savages worshipping the fetish in a ceremonial dance. Synonym: charm, talisman, amulet, an object of unreasoning devotion and worship. Photography, begun as a hobby, became a fetish. Fictitious, unreal, made up, used a fictitious name to avoid being recognized. Synonym: fabricated, flaunt, display or wave. Boastfully, flaunted the excellent report before his delighted parents. Fleeting. Passing swiftly the fleeting hours of happiness. Synonyms. Transitory, fugitive. Fluctuate. To waver from one course to another, to vary irregularly, his mood fluctuating with every hour. Synonyms. Oscillate, vacillate, undulate, sway. Frustrate. To prevent the attainment of an object, to defeat or render ineffectual, his scholastic progress was frustrated by a serious illness. Synonyms. Balk, thwart, foil, baffle, obstruct, discomfit. Antonym. Abet. Garnish. To trim or decorate, dishes garnished attractively with greens. Synonyms. Adorn, deck. Gregarious. Habitually fond of associating in a company or herd. Gregarious sheep, that gregarious animal, man. Antonyms. Lone, aloof hail. To greet, the crowd hailed the returning hero. Synonyms. Accost, salute. Hoax. A trick or deception, a practical joke, played a hoax upon the credulous public. Synonym. Canard. To play a trick on, to deceive, he hoaxed the crowd completely with his disguise. Hypothesis. An assumption made for the sake of argument, worked from a fantastic hypothesis. Synonym. Supposition. Idiosyncrasy. A personal peculiarity. Wearing white was one of Whistler's idiosyncrasies. Synonyms. Eccentricity, foible, mannerism, crotchet, aberration, quirk, singularity. Immaculate. Spotless, pure, an immaculate reputation. Synonyms. Undefiled, unsullied, unblemished, untarnished. Antonyms. Defiled, sullied, blemished. Immune. Exempt from, protected from, immune from taxation. Synonym. Unsusceptible, impeccable. Faultless, performed with impeccable skill. Synonyms. Consummate, irreproachable, unerring, infallible. Antonyms. Culpable, fallible. Impervious. Incapable of being penetrated, a mind impervious to new ideas. Synonyms. Impermeable, impenetrable. Antonyms. Permeable, pervasive. Implicit. Implied but not clearly expressed, an implicit agreement. Unquestioning. Implicit. Confidence. Synonyms. Tacit, implied. Antonym. Explicit. Import. Meaning, significance or importance, a matter of great import. Synonyms. Purport, moment, consequence. Incisive. Cutting, penetrating, incisive criticism. Synonyms. Sarcastic, mordant, trenchant, acute.